Welcome back, you all. What is up? What is up with you all? I didn't think nobody was gonna be on here because I'm like everybody, child. Everybody probably celebrating the Fourth of July for the people who celebrate it. Hey, Cher. Hey, Pamela. So I was just like, let me just get on here and just say hello. What's up to everybody? And hope everybody's enjoying their day off because I don't know who celebrates it. You know what I'm saying? Because last time I checked, the Fourth of July was not for us. But that's just a whole nother story. But to each his own, of course, because I don't believe in putting my belief systems off on other people. So if you celebrate the fourth, more power to you. Happy fourth to you. But it's a day off, y'all, and I'm glad to be out from work. So what is going on, you all? First, I want to get on here and just talk about this little Miss Netta stuff, and then I wanted to get on here and talk about this stuff that I seen about Chawrls that he had posted. Exactly, Juneteenth for me. Yeah. So like I said, I just say happy fourth to the people who celebrate it, and because I get it. Some people still caught up in tradition, and trust me, I understand. It's hard to break old habits. Old habits die hard. So I understand. So I do not fault anybody for the things that they still are accustomed to doing. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, child, this whole Miss Netta thing, it is. Now, don't get me wrong, it's funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's funny, but I'm just like, have y'all ever heard of Hillary Sanchez? Hillary is on TikTok mainly, and baby, when I tell you Hillary is going in on Miss Netta, I don't know what the beef is with them. CJ is in his feelings again. I don't know what the beef is with Miss Netta and Miss Hillary, but it is off the chain. Do you understand me? It is off the chain. They be going at it. So Netta, she done said that they went out there to LA. And, of course, I've been keeping up with it because I watch Netta too. Don't get me wrong. I do watch Netta. I just don't like some of the things that Netta's been saying about people calling them broke and this and that. And that's not how you going to keep a fan base if you putting people down, as she called a fan base. I ain't no fan, never. I will support you. Hey, Indigo Soldier, I will support a person, but a fan, I could never be a fan. Okay. I'm a fan of myself. Okay. As we all should be. But Netta be hollering about these are her fans, and I've seen a couple of people commenting in the comments on the videos I post. Yeah, this is entertainment for me. Trust me, I'm not getting my feelings caught up in this nonsense. I'm just reporting the news, the hottest news, and I will give that to Netta. This is the hot news right now, and it's the gossip. So of course, with me following, well, I don't follow Netta, but I will go over there and watch some videos. Of course, with me watching Netta and everything, child, the stuff be funny as hell to me. So I was like, let me go and report on this. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Let me go and report on this. But some people just all up in their feelings, baby. It is not that serious. This is Netta don't care, so why do you? And she called all of us broke anyways. Oh, what difference does it make? Stuff like that make me laugh. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It makes me laugh. I'm not getting offended by nothing that Miss Netta says or none of that. That stuff don't hurt my feelings. I think it's funny because I just think Netta has delusions of grandiose. I think that's what's going on with Netta. She just, she got delusions of grandiose, but let her go on and have it. Let her have her moment and her time to shine. I am not mad at her. Go on and get it how you get it, honey. Get it. Jordan looking like a whole Christmas pudding today. I was over there, Indigo, looking at the video. I was over there looking at the video. I said, look at Netta all in the pool having a good time. And see, that's what the Netta that I had liked. You know what I'm saying? That I started watching, and I like, just the laid back Netta, just enjoying life, talking shit a little bit. And that's the Netta that I like. The Netta that has, grown and gotten a lot of attention and don't know how to take that attention. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was like, okay, now Netta, you getting besides yourself. You got to slow your roll and just enjoy the journey. I always talk about you all. The journey don't seem like it's good in the beginning because you're trying to figure out what's going on. There's so much confusion. But if you take your time and ease into it and lighten up a little bit more on a lot of things, you start to enjoy the journey. So same thing I would say to Netta, enjoy the journey. Don't be so hard and get so mad, and because people gonna have all kind of stuff to say. They gonna always have something to say. Like I said, I don't know what the beef is between Miss Hillary and Netta, but baby, it is bad. Woo! It's really bad. I may go and post another video later, but I want to switch it up a little bit. I had to get back to my roots. And of course, that is, talking about spirituality, and keep in mind, just because a person is into spirituality don't mean that they don't like to enjoy themselves and have entertainment. And sometimes, like I said, when I watch Netta and she makes me laugh on different things she be doing, that's entertainment. So we got to, we got to be able to let back and let go at times too. We can't always be serious 100% because a part of the journey is enjoying life and learning as you go, so I'm learning a lot about different people that since I don't get into this YouTube stuff, I'm learning about a lot about different people and, how people respond and how people react. So it's a journey. CJ and Netta, thank you. Okay. Yes, you can. That's a good, that's a good way of putting it. Because over here we relate real life situations and people's to breaking it down into spirituality and applying it. So moving on to Chawrls, I just seen this big long post where somebody was talking. Oh, did I say? Let me see if I can pull it up. I seen this big long post that he had put up. It's never mind. I can't put it up because it's got to be like. Can I put? I don't have StreamYard, basically the pay version. StreamYard is trash. Let me say that. So anyway, I wouldn't be able to read out a little writing anyway. So I did read the statement where somebody was talking about, about how he treated royalty and the kids bad. And hey Pamela, hey everybody. And then now CJ addressed it. And what I didn't understand about how he addressed it was that, and I seen some more videos too about how he left and he didn't come back. And I'm like, what in the two F's is going on? How did you leave? I don't understand where this is coming from. Now y'all know I don't give a rat's about no Chawrls. I don't. Y'all know that. Now I want him to do better, but I mean, he's still living over there in Delulu. Again, this is another example of delusions of grandiose. He really still thinks, he really still thinks that he is famous, and all of the things going on around is showing that this is not the case. It is time for people to wake up. Okay, while people celebrating the 4th of July, you need to wake up into this reality. Okay, all of this stuff that's been going on is delulu around us, and I need for these people to wake up out of this delulu around us. Okay, he's still over there hooping and hollering, talking about he left them and he realized that they was just better to not be together. No, she helped you realize that. What is he talking about, y'all? What is he talking about? I was in the bushes when Cap was talking about some stuff earlier, then I fell asleep, y'all. So I was just like, I don't understand where he's going with this, talking about, when he got back with the family, and that he wrote this in his big long post too. My God, just pouring his heart out in his mind and trying to be sarcastic and at the same and throwing shade at the same time. I was just like, what is he talking about? That he gave everything, and when he got back with them the second time, that's when he realized that they was just together basically to do business together, and there was no love there. Where is he getting this from? Yes, these girls are going off. Where is he getting this from? Because last time I remember 2 years ago, and it's going to turn into 20 years because I don't believe some people can let it go. I don't believe people can let stuff go now because, my gosh, I mean, everybody has tried to help you, His girlfriend, she out there living her life, and he's standing over taking pictures by the goddamn on pool. Here, by the goddamn on pool. She done moved on, and she getting to the bags. Okay, the bags, regardless of what anybody wants to think or believe or have to say, she's gotten over him. As I said, when a woman's in a relationship with a man and he's not acting right and he ain't doing right, guess what? She starts prepping and getting herself together before the relationship is over. So any of these Negroes out here that is acting a fool, you better tighten up, because she's probably getting ready and preparing to leave because she see you ain't about nothing. Women get over men while they in the relationship. Okay, that's what he didn't get. That's what he didn't understand. Because if he had got that and understood that, maybe he could have turned it around. This is not a jab. These are the truths. Okay. Point blank, period. This is coming straight from the Sagittarius mouth. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat it just to make somebody feel better so they can feel good at the end of the day. Sometimes you need to hear it. Sometimes somebody got to tell you something that won't nobody else tell you, so you will get it. Okay. And this man has been in Delulu for the last 2 years talking about when he got back with royalty the second time, that's when he realized that it wasn't going to work and that it was just best that they go on. Oh, I got more comments. I ain't even see them. And that they got, it was just best that they go on. And, he tried to make it work. You ain't never try to make nothing work. Okay. From what's being said out of her mouth, the times y'all was together, you was always doing some dirt. Okay. So I'm more inclined to believe her because it was times he showed his behind on the camera being smart and saying little smart stuff. We all seen it. And but for you to get in your mind and to tell yourself, this is what he's telling himself, guys, for him to believe and to be able to go on with his life, that he was the good catch and he was the one that was lost. She lost him, the family lost him. I mean, for real. For real, dog, for real. This is what you want us to believe when we all know better. Now, maybe some new subscribers that done came over to his page might believe this nonsense, but we know this is not true. We know, and then y'all, he been watching my videos. I promise you. He always talking about putting down people. We know somebody else who does that too. Putting down people, talking about people ain't got no more than him, ain't got more than him. He can't. Well, what do you got now? The same people you passed on that ladder going to web is the same people you passed coming down. What has he got now, you all? What? Somebody tell me what? Because it's getting really old. And then gonna have the audacity to say, these my haters don't follow me no more. And I'm so mad. When you try to get the so-called haters pages taken down, you try to get them taken down, but now you need to quote the so-called haters. Now you need them to come and talk about you to bring you back up into the news. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're not interested because, after all, we haters, right? Remember, child, we was trying to help his dumb, behind out for him to wake up. So he could get it together. Like she said, they could have had a chance, but you went too far. And then once you realized she wasn't falling for your antics, then you just drove it in. You just put the coffin in the nail. Just drove it in. Now you sitting over there looking out. Child, what is wrong with his eye, y'all? I think he's had some health issues that he's not telling and that we don't know about. I think he's having some health issues. Okay. And they look alike too. And they look alike. I couldn't read. My brain started to hurt. And thank you. I read it, and it's just been a repeat of the same stuff that's been going on for the last couple of years. He's saying that he left her and the kids, and that because the times that he was gone, he was basically supposedly, I can't remember if that was in there, but that was the story he said many times before. He was so called out trying to network, not with no Bandman Kevo. You wasn't out trying to network. We know what Bandman Kevo's about, and Bandman Kevo makes no apologies, and he tells everybody. So any woman that gets involved with him, they know what time it is, and you can't be mad at him because he puts it right up front to your face. Okay. That I can respect a man that puts it in your face and lets you know what he's about. What I don't respect is a man who is out there running amok and want to have the family at home too, but you want to do things your way. No, you can't expect no woman to go for that. And she got tired of it. I mean, my gosh, the girl was pregnant and you was out there cheating on her while she was pregnant. And she had to keep herself calm and keep herself at peace because she's carrying twins in her belly to protect their safety. Because this Negro's out here acting a fool, acting a donkey out there in the streets. Okay. We're going to keep it real over here. So this girl had to forego anything that was going on around her and ignored to keep her mental state calm and at peace to protect the babies in her belly. Okay. I hope they don't pick up on this energy too. I'm glad you brought that up. Sure. It just takes me back. Hey, Betty, it takes me back to what I was saying. Then he going to talk about my energy and my vibe. He been watching these videos, y'all. And I'm glad he's watching, but he's got to understand that you cannot keep living in this delulu and blaming her. And when the whole reality is, while you point one finger, all of them is pointing back to him. It was not her. I get that they had arguments and everything, but the girl came back to you, so she cares still something about your behind, and you still did it. I need for him to take some responsibility and accountability and then start to make the changes. He can talk about high frequency and high vibrations and high energy all he wants, but it's not going to permeate until he looks in that mirror, do that shadow work. And look in that mirror and say, I know that I was this low down, rotten individual. I know I was dirty. I know I hurt a lot of people. I know I did that girl wrong. I know I did her kids wrong. I know I did my biological kids wrong. That's what he needs to say to himself so it can start sinking in. Cause again, you can get on here, y'all. Y'all know that's what we talk about over here 99% of the time. I talked about that Netta stuff and some other stuff because it's news. That's again, I'm gonna talk about other stuff, but I'm going to bring it back in and I'm going to pull it back in to relate to, again, spirituality. Okay. So with that being said, he has got to do this work, ladies and gentlemen. If he don't do this work, nothing is going to change. Nothing's going to change. Everybody is moving on with their life, guys. Y'all see it? I know. Remember, everybody used to be like, why CJ ain't nothing? Why is life happening to him? Why is things still good? I knew it was just a matter of time. Okay. I knew it was coming. I didn't know when, but I knew it was coming because you cannot do this. You cannot think that it's okay to treat people like that and think your life is going to be perfect for good. Oh, hell to the no. It's been how long? 2 years? Yes. You can't even give him a cracker for the 4th of July. He been laying up, Chad. Lord, and Lord, oh my God. The second time they came back to help him pay, thank you, they paid it off. They paid it off. Hey, Tommy, they paid it off, okay? But you talking about they nobodies and they ain't gonna never be nobody. They ain't got nothing and they dirty. Child, last time I checked, it's a bunch of energy pulled from over there. And guess what? When that energy left, look what happened. Because when you know, okay? Period. Point blank, period. But, but he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear it. And now he's sitting over there. I seen the videos and then I remember people was commenting, talking about it. And he over burning candles. Them candles ain't going to do a bit of good to him, for him, okay? Hey, you don't know what you're doing, okay? It's a lot more to that. But you want to talk about them like a dog. But now look at you. Look at you. What goes around comes around, And I'm saying all this to say you have got to do better in life. If you want your life to work out the way it was working out before, because you had all of that positive energy, high frequency, high vibrations around you. That's why I stress that so much, you all, because that's very important. You can't lie in the gutter and then think everything's going to be fine. That's not how any of this works. This is not how it works. I don't care if people don't believe in the universal laws. They still happening right before your eyes, whether you believe it or not. Okay, so it would be best to behoove you, whatever, to realize that and wake up and be able to understand how all of this shit works. So you quit letting life happen to you, and make it happen for you. Now, he doesn't realize that him getting on here, exactly, all that cheating that he was doing and dishonoring the woman, the black woman, because that's what he was doing. I've said this a billion times too, and I said another billion. When you dishonor the black woman, divine feminine, your life ain't going to go right. You can't cuss these women out. You can't talk to them like a dog. You can't withhold affection and love. You can't refuse to take care of them when you was doing it before. You can't do all of that and then think your life is going to be peaches and cream, because the world will start crumbling down around you. The world that he has within this world, where he was on top, he was the man, now it's crumbling down. And that's why it's so important for people to understand that. As much as we've been brainwashed, we as a people have been brainwashed to believe that, the black woman ain't jack shit. It's really the opposite. She's more than that. Okay. Okay. She's way more than that. She's supreme. Just look at some of these men that are being taken down on their own accord because you dishonor the black woman. I'm going to keep on saying that till these black women wake up and realize who the hell you is. Okay. You ain't just some old washed up old bitch that people want you to believe you are. You ain't no broke woman who ain't got nothing to offer. You the true essence of everything that ticks and talks on this MF and earth, okay? But we've been dumbed down and told that we wasn't nothing here. And again, him being the way he was towards her, I was like, ooh, child, he writing his own story. Child, he cursing his own self. He telling himself and telling, oh, thank you. He cursing his own self. Do you understand me? He cursing his own self, but talking about people, he thinking which people doing witchcraft. Negro, ain't nobody doing no witchcraft on you. For what? You already done cursed yourself. From the time you got, excuse me, let me back it up a little more. From the time you started cheating and dogging that woman out and acting like she wasn't nothing and nobody, but you didn't understand all your blessings flowed from her, okay? You was attached to her. Okay, that woman who gave you her all. Don't ever estimate a woman who gives her your all. She loves that person when she gives the man her all. But when she removes that all, child, he gonna be in a world of hurt, pain, suffering, and that's what we seeing now. He can't blame nobody but himself. He keeps contradicting himself. He said he's not evil, and then the very next sentence he said YouTube makes him active. Yeah, y'all, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is a platform that it is. So he can choose to do with it what he wants to do, don't want to do with it. So he chose to do low down, dirty, conniving, trifling stuff. That's all. When he started to talk about vibration and frequency, Indigo, when I seen that, I said, no, this fool ain't sitting on her. I was like, no, he ain't sitting on here talking about vibrations and frequency. I had to do a double take because I was like, because a lot of times you be watching videos and stuff and you be doing other things at the same time. I had to look at the screen. I said, what is he talking about? Please don't use these words and these meanings loosely. He's got to, again, lack of knowledge. Okay. Put some in a book and ask her, what to read it, and it'll never get found here. And this is a pure example. Foolery at its best. Royalty did love the fool. Then she woke up. Yeah, she did love him, and we ain't mad at her because she loved him. You know what I'm saying? When you with a man and you love him, of course, our nurturing side comes out, guys. That's who we are. We're nurturers. That's that beauty, that beautiful part of us. Why do you think a lot of these men are so successful? Because that nurturing side of that woman comes out and she nurtures him and takes care of him and feeds him. Again, we talked about how important it is to make sure when you with a man, make sure how you pour your energy into a man. Meaning, if this is not somebody that's long term and it's something some woman's laying up and just being with and she thinking it's about something he ain't, you pour your energy into this man when you with him, and then when he leaves, you wonder why you feeling all broken down and messed up inside because you poured your energy into the wrong vessel. He's took your energy. He took your energy and left you dry. So once she removed her energy from him, then guess what? He's drying up. That explains all of the physical features that we see in him of his skin, his hair, all of that. All of that looks different. He don't have that vibrant skin color that he had before. That thick hair. He don't have the thick, pretty hair curls or whatever you want to call it. He don't have any of that anymore. That luster in the hair. That's the word I'm looking for. He don't have any of that anymore because that life source being removed. People better wake up here. Okay. His blood pressure, he said it. Oh, he did. That's why he always on edge. Okay. His blood pressure's high. Okay. Well, he better if he's listening to this, get you some olive leaf extract, honey. Okay. Like I said, you do get on my nerves at times, but I want you to do better. Get you some olive leaf extract because these blood pressure pills, they're designed to slow your heart rate down. I'm not a proponent of that. I'm not telling nobody to stop going to the doctor. Continue to go to the doctor. But olive leaf extract will help lower your blood pressure because it is known as the silent, what. So a lot of times people don't know that their blood pressure is high. So get you a blood pressure cup and take your blood pressure if you are prone to having high blood pressure, and definitely check into olive leaf extract. Read up on it if you don't believe me, and it'll let you know what it does. It helps decrease inflammation and it helps regulate your blood pressure. It does work. He looks like he was about to faint. Yeah, I was kind of concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of concerned about him when I was looking at him. Facts like skip a real. He disregarded new life and the first breath. Thank you. And then had the audacity to say he wasn't in the room because the mama was in there. What? I mean, was you acting like a daddy? Was you acting like, the man of the house? Because the man of the house is going to take care of everybody in that house because he claimed that he, took over and was taking care of Royalty's other kids. And, he took on the role of the man, And when a man is doing right is when he's being honored, okay? So the fact that he wasn't in that emergency room when she was giving birth, evidently he wasn't doing something right, because if he was, I'm sure she would have wanted him to go in there, so that's on him again. You can't keep blaming everybody. He thought Royalty was coming back. Psych. Exactly. Hey, Venus, he thought she was coming back. A creep need to go back to Gary. Hey, sweet teacup. Hey, sweet teacup. Yes, because I read that big long post earlier, child, and I was like, what is he talking about? I'm starting to wonder, you all, is something really going on mentally? Meaning, and I mean this in all honesty, sincerity. Does he really need to go and get evaluated and get checked out? Because what I read in that post, I was like, this is not adding up. This is not making sense. And then when I seen the video several times and was in the different lives and just listening, I was like, he don't look good in those videos. That's why I was like, has he had some kind of illness that we're not even aware of? Because high blood pressure can affect people in many, many different ways. And with that eye being small on one side and everything, I said that could be a sign of something else going on, meaning that he needs to go to the doctor and get himself checked out. And I mean this in all sincerity, but a lot of people don't pay attention to those types of things. He can't take accountability. He knows how to shift the buck. Yeah, and that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You have got to take accountability for your actions. That's the first step to healing. He said he somehow got his family back. Meanwhile, we know it was cause of Exhibit B. It was something. Exactly. He said he got it back and then he felt like he was kissing what the whole time. Okay, but if you did wrong, what's wrong with kissing a little ASS, okay, to make up? What's wrong with that? Yeah, and I bought chains and all that. Well, as you should, if those kids are doing videos with you and they bringing in money and stuff, okay, would you rather get the chain or just the cash? Okay, because they could have been like, give me the cash. Okay, so I feel like you was doing pretty good by getting clothes and shoes and what else? Necklaces and all that old type of stuff. So I mean, really, you can't complain about everything. Everything ain't gonna go your way 100% the way you like it. You got to give and to get. You see what I'm saying? Lexi, Tavy, Nike, Kamari couldn't bring to those views like Royalty and her kids. Exactly. But you talking about they wasn't nothing, and then they was dirty, and they sleeping in. What did he say? They sleeping on. Don't quote me. I can't remember what he said about where they was sleeping at. But I do remember it was some stuff where I was looking at the TV like, where are you getting this from? Where's all of this coming from? Ain't there much hate in the world? My God. Yes, happy 4th of July for the people who celebrate the 4th. He used the words as a chemic. Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous, Denise. I put my new email up, Denise, because I went back and checked and chat. I can't find nothing. I can't. So I put my email up on a community board. Karma turn him up. Nika need to repent. He need a chat. He need a cleanse and everything here. He need to go bathe in the now, okay? Find himself a nearest river and bathe and ask Oshun to bless him or something. I don't even think she would fool with him here. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Because this is ridiculous, okay? His money means nothing. He lost his soul, okay? He ain't got no money either. Yes, he's lost his soul. He is so far away from who he is spiritually. I'm glad you said it, Jay. He is so far away from himself spiritually as to who he is that he's lost, He's lost, And again, I've been I've came for him many times on YouTube and told him about himself when all that stuff was going on and as it should have been done because you don't treat goddess royalty. You don't treat no woman like that. I don't know what he was taught or what he wasn't taught, but that's why I went in because you don't treat no woman like that. You came from a woman. She created you, not you created her. So why in the hell would she be sitting there worshiping you? Why would a woman worship that which she created? Let's get it straight. Get the facts straight, number one. Let's get that together. And I'm sick and tired of seeing these Negroes on here talking about a woman don't know how to honor a man and take care of a man. You be a man and then she'll want to take care of you. When you step up and you do what a man's supposed to do, ain't no woman got no problem taking care of her man. But ain't no woman gonna sit there and take care of no fool, okay? You got to show you worthy. And again, why would she honor that which she created? Why would she bend down and lick your behind just because you think just because you got what between your legs that makes you above her? No, it don't. No, it don't. That's where so many of these men is off and lost. And I'm going to need for them to wake up. Wake up. And for the ones who's already woke, kudos to you. Kudos to you. Okay? Thank you, Betty. It's just ridiculous. He is full of gimmicks. Exactly. Hey, Rivi Krampus. That's his problem though. If talking down on Royalty and her kids got him his millions of views like it used to be. Exactly. Like he was used to. It would never stop. Exactly. And again, the universe has a way of turning things around. So he thought that was gonna keep on working for him. But again, as I keep saying, you all, what goes up must come down. You don't get to do that and think your life is gonna keep on popping. Popping. It's not gonna keep on popping like that. And that's what he thought. I just wished he would have listened to a lot of us because we were all on YouTube doing videos trying to tell him stop with the madness, stop doing it, stop putting this girl down and her kids, a woman that you shared 9 years with. Anybody that's in the chat that's not familiar with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the famous YouTuber CJ and the famous family that he had with Royalty and her children. And, that was one of the main reasons I started my channel, was to show support for her, because this man was going for her. He was going for the juggler with her. And it was just unhealthy. It was sick. It was disgusting. And I knew me, let's keep it real, could come over here, come on and bring that heat, baby, here. And we brought it. Okay, nothing but the truth was the ringleader, Sweet Teacup, Cap, Kiara, and then some other individuals. I can't think of everybody right now. Oh, Shauna So Crazy. Live, we brought it, baby, because we was like, you will not dog this sister out. You will not dog her out and think that we gonna just sit back and not say one word, okay? That's why we got on here. So with that being said, of course, I delved off into other areas as well. But of course, I still got our girl Royalty's back, because she's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful soul, and she didn't deserve that, nor did her children deserve that. They got up and they had cameras in their face from sun up to sundown. Hey, major girl, and to get on here and treat that girl like he did, like a piece of trash like that. No, he got exactly. He got that vampire energy where he sucks all the energy out, and you wasn't taking her energy no more. You wasn't getting her good vibrations, her high frequency. You wasn't gonna get that no more. She already knew that she was, a good thing, a high vibrational, high frequency. But in order to elevate and ascend, you got to remove yourself from toxicity. And she knew that. She understood that. She realized that however much she cared and loved about that man at one time, that it wasn't there no more, and it was time to move on, because she was going to be stagnant with him, and she didn't look out for her children and herself. And she had to go, okay? Because as you can see, the walls are crumbling down. Yeah, he ain't got no money. He don't have none. He ain't got none, okay? But even though he's still talking about and acting like, he get him today. Yeah, today is Thursday. That he still got this and that. We don't care what you got. That's not an issue. Nobody cares what you got. The question is, are you doing the work on yourself? That's all I'm concerned about. I'm not even tripping over how he's still putting out this narrative now. I'm just saying it's ridiculous, but I'm not even tripping on that for real. I'm just like, I need for him to do this work. Okay, you can listen to parts of what I talk about over here on frequency and energy, but I need for you to put in the work. We all got to put in that work. We all got to take a look in the mirror at ourselves and realize some of the things about us that's not perfect and that we need to work on. It ain't good. It don't feel good all the time, We got some parts of us that, our attitudes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know I have an attitude at times, shit. But I know when to turn it on and off. I'm just not like that 24/7. I could be. I have been in the past, but I'm a work in progress, okay? And I pull out that side when I need to pull it out. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. CJ is stressed, the bill's getting high, but he talked about us like a dog and said we wasn't nothing, and he don't listen to nobody that ain't got more money than him. See, that's where you messed up, because you can get knowledge from anybody. You can get knowledge from somebody sitting on the corner that lives on the corner, the street corner. You see what I'm saying? You can get knowledge from people like that. Just because they down in the dumps like that, again, the same people you pass on your way going up, the same people you're going to pass on your way down, except you're going to be lower than them. A person can be down in the dumps, that don't mean that they ain't got no knowledge, though. It's a lot of people that you can talk to that got knowledge, but he ain't trying to hear all of that. So, I noticed he answered a question about the twins. He said that he don't got full custody. Yeah, he said after the court, how he won. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, he talking about I got custody now and I want to be a daddy and yada, yada, yada. And but you steady putting them in commercials. I mean, excuse me, in videos and carrying on, because you try to make money. Okay, don't let's not even go there. Is that what's the real reason why? You know what I'm saying? But switching over to topics a little bit, but you see Lexter, she's getting her life, you all. She's getting her life. I said he's sitting over there looking like something's wrong with him. What do you call it? Physically, for real. He looks like with that eye being sunk down like that. I don't know if he was high, or I don't know if this is a sign of health issues that he's not paying attention to. I don't know. Somebody said earlier that he has high blood pressure. I would suggest he go to the doctor and get himself checked out. Pamela, let's hope he does not burn down the rental home. Child, the clown said he left Royalty one. Thank you. And he said Royalty and her children left. Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. I was like, how you gonna say that you left her? I think he really believes this in his head. You did not leave her. She left. We seen the video. She left. Only makes sense. He act like he was doing him a favor, buying kids stuff. He must have dementia because they earned them things exactly and more. Yes, they earned everything. Hey, Coco, they earned all of that. So I'm so proud of Roy that she got over him. Yeah, that's why sometimes when you go through a breakup, you might go back a couple of times. That's why I wasn't faulting her because again, 9 years. 9 years, yeah, that's a long time that you spend with somebody. So you're gonna want at times see if it's gonna work out. And then sometimes, some people, like I said, they start preparing while they in a relationship. Let me get on up out of here because I ain't got time to fool with this fool no more. Here, no more. And CJ just put a Joe. I mean, it's really a mess. It is really a hot mess. He's so triggered right now that we are defending Royalty. Yeah, I mean, why would we not defend her? She wasn't no skank or nothing out there in the street and trying to get with a Negro so he can take care of her and this and that. She was taking care of him in the beginning and helping him. My gosh, she didn't have to do that. But guess what? She did it out of the kindness of her heart. Again, people don't understand. Women, we are normally and structured and built as nurturers, okay? So when we nurture and love and care, we give our all to individuals. But then I ain't gonna say everybody's like that. But then when you break our hearts, baby, it's hell on earth, okay? It's hell on earth. Whether it means she don't speak to him ever again, whether it means she don't want to be cordial because she doesn't want to be cordial with him. So what? You're gonna say I try to let's say be cordial, and then we can still basically get this money together. You know what I'm saying? She ain't want none of that. You after all you done, then you gonna say, let's get together and we can still make this money. That don't even make sense. It don't even make sense to even say stuff like that. Maybe he need to try to do some stuff like Netta and Chawrls. Maybe he need to do some kind of skits or something. Maybe he'll have better luck doing the skits. But as we can see, the skits and stuff, that's turning into a nightmare, And then I'm so glad I just said it. Something. It just no love and that word trigger. It just triggered something in my head. And this is why you got to be comfortable in your skin. You have got to be in love with you and yourself and work on yourself. Put in that work, do the work, because this is the result of what happens. People who are not happy with themselves deep down inside, what do? They go out and deflect, that negative energy out onto everybody else, i.e. how Netta going out cussing out all these different women because they don't agree with some of the things that she says, or however y'all want to say he or she says and does, and when people say things talking to Chawrls, she gets mad about that. That's insecurity. Those are insecurities. Same way about CJ, the fact that he had got on there and did that smear campaign on Royalty all of those years, seems like a long time. Insecurities, not happy with himself. You got to find you. You have got to find you. And that's the message. When you see all of these people just out here just wandering aimlessly, my God, eyes wide shut. People are so sleep. They don't even know that they sleep. That's what makes it even worse. They don't even know that they sleep. He's definitely missing his family. Yeah, and he might as well get on over. He might as well get on over. It's too late for all that. He did too much. Yeah, he might as well get on over because he ruined it. You ruined it. I seen a video on TikTok early today, y'all. I didn't agree with this. I ain't gonna lie. It was a man. He came over to he used to be with this lady for years, and they was separated. Well, they were together for 10 years, and they had like several kids. This man came over to the house, I guess, to see the kids and spend time. And I guess, his ex, she was cool with it or whatever. Don't y'all know he said that he realized in the air, basically, I'm paraphrasing because I just couldn't get over the BS, and basically he was like, he realized the error in his ways and he understands the importance of family and proposed to her and she accepted. Now, I don't know how everybody else will feel like that, but I was like, it's too late. That's how I took it. It's too late. Meaning that you didn't appreciate what you had when you had it, and then 10 mfing years later, and then you come back, oh, I realized, oh no, you realized life wasn't what you thought. It wasn't what you thought. It ain't all cracked up to what it was given for you before. You probably was laying up with everything and everybody and having you a good old time. But now life is life, and now you won't come back home. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world. 10 years? Child, please. Ain't no, but she took him back. She took him back and he put the ring on her finger, and the kids was happy, the family was happy, to each their own. But I just didn't agree with that. No, Negro, it's too late for that. I wish you the best. I don't hate you. You can still come over and spend family time with the kids and everything. But no, and the kids out of pride, he plays stupid game. So same way with Suggerins. That's what he did. He thought that if the grass was greener on the other side, he thought it's just meadows on the other side of the hill. Okay, it's meadows. Meadows like in grass prairies and all of that stuff. He thought he was going to see all of that on the other side. And he got to the other side while he was still in the relationship. And now he realized that, oh, shoot, I done messed up. Let me try to see if I can get it back. No, you can't keep on using those same ridiculous antics and putting in your half-ass efforts and then think it's going to keep playing out and for the good. That ain't how it works. That's not how it works. He admitted his mental is not doing. I heard him, but I thought Lexi was so and Count. She's she living her own life. Y'all see her. She having her good time. Don't get me wrong, as she should. You know what I'm saying? She should. That's his problem. He made that bed. He got lie in it. She ain't got lie in it. But that's what he get. That's what he get. When you not applying knowledge, your path to wisdom is futile. Yes. He ain't applying nothing. CJ needs to see a therapist. He's obsessed. Obsessed, yeah. Yeah, it's a fixation now. He thought it was greener on the other side and around and found out that it's not, and lost family and greed. Thank you. You lost the bag and the family, child, and then gonna sit up there and talk about Funny Mike and what he wanted to box with him for this, that, and the third, and talking about DDG and how they turned it. And I seen where Funny Mike commented on the tea room. Yeah, the tea room. I see where he commented on the tea room. Funny Mike was like, basically, that's not what it was. And I knew it wasn't either. I was like, you was jealous of Funny Mike because you was jealous of that man's success, okay? He was jealous of that man's success and all the millions that he was making. Why? Because his heart wasn't low down and dirty and trifling, okay? Because he was doing what he was supposed to be doing in the family, but again, look at CJ on 32s, how he's flourishing. Again, another man who makes it clear and upfront to these women what he's about. I can't be mad at no man who makes it upfront and clear what he wants. It's up to the woman to determine if she wants to stick around. That's what it boils down to. If the woman won't stick around for that, cool. I ain't got nothing to say about that. I ain't gonna hate on nobody how they live. But if a woman's not given the opportunity to know what she's getting herself into, then that's when you're wrong. And then you can't get mad when no woman won't hang around for this nonsense. Okay. She wants to be the only woman, not the second or the third or the first. And then it's 8, 9, 10 others after her. She didn't want that. And you can't be mad at no woman who don't want to be with that in that type of situationship. Then working together would never work because he would try to involve that show would. You right. You are so right. Perfect suggestion. He has them, they, it, she, he already. Yes. That's all. He's crying out for help. Yeah, he's crying out to help, but we done told him a billion times, Tash. He needs to go and get him some help. He can't, we can lead him, but we can't make him drink the water. So he's got to go and get the help now. If he's listening, you've got to go and get the help. You know what I'm saying? I understand you trying to get your vibrations, your energy high, but I feel like this is a little deeper. I really feel like this is a little deeper. He's gonna have to work on getting past the loss. Okay. He's got to get past that loss. He's going through the grieving process where he does good and grieving. Remember, guys, my master's degrees in counseling. So in grieving, you're gonna have those good days and where you feel like you're on top of the world. Where f everybody. I'm just being sarcastic because this is how he acts. Where he like f everybody. I'm the man, this and that. And then the next day, I'm not doing so good, y'all. He's still grieving, and he could grieve 20 years down the line if he don't get this together now. That's the sad part about grief. It can go on for years and years and years. He's got to get this together now, because if he don't, then he gonna find himself in a dark place. And guess what? I always talk about going into that dark place. You're gonna invite those dark energies, entities, all of that. He's gonna invite them in. I kind of feel like that they're already seeping in. I really do. From looking at him and how he looks in his face and everything, I kind of feel like that they're already seeping in. I really do. But still lashing out, not going to work, bashing out, not going to work. So I kind of feel like that they're already seeping in. Hey, Mama Bella, 24. So he's definitely got to get some help. He's got to get some help, because this is taking a toll on him more than I could have imagined. I would have never thought that this would take this kind of a toll on him. I really wouldn't have, because I thought he was a pretty strong dude and that, he could get over it. But I'm seeing now that that's not the case. So I would, in all sincerity, suggest that he reach out and get some help. There's nothing wrong with getting help when you need it. He hasn't connected with himself yet spiritually. So that's a work in progress. So that's why I say go out and get you some help from a therapist or a counselor, or even a psychiatrist. He might have to do all three, start out with the psychiatrist and then move down to the therapist and then graduate and, move down to the counselor, whatever the case may be, or just stick with the psychiatrist or the therapist, But I definitely feel like that, this is gotten worse. I don't see it's getting better, because he keeps going back. And as he's going back, I can see that it's affecting him physically. That's why he's crumbling down like that. That's his karma. Yeah. History tried to repeat itself. CJ's mother and father versus royalty and him. Yeah, she broke the cycle. She broke that cycle, full of dung. Okay. She broke that cycle, and the smart thing is, as much as people talked and put her down, she was able to see through this. Her spiritual eyes were open, so she was able to see what was going on. So, again, as much as people want to put her down and talk about she wasn't this and she wasn't that, baby, she had that third eye open. She had sense enough to see and be in tune and connected with her higher self and listen to her higher self and not listen to her ego, and got out of Dodge. Okay. She got out of Dodge because the walls of Jericho were about to tumble down. Okay. So she got out of Dodge. She did that, regardless of what people want to think about her. Okay. So we can't take that away. Can't nobody take that away from her. Okay. Because she's connected and she's seeing where this was going to. Anybody could see where this is going to. Okay. Stevie Wonder could see where this is going to. He doing all that, talking about royalty on Snapchat to get his followers up. He's trying to get that. I know, exactly. It's all about money. And again, there's nothing wrong with money, but I mean, again, you fumbled the bag, dog. You was trusted. You made it, as most people would say. He was up there making the good money with the family. But he, again, you know how I said that a lot of times you'll be tested to see how much you can be trusted with a small amount or a certain amount, i.e. Netta. Netta was making money and going to these shows and events and everything, and still is or whatever. And but you getting on here and you're losing it. You got you again with celebrityism and all of that comes with fame, comes with people gonna be saying smart stuff. You got to know how to handle that. You got to be able to process that. And again, new fame and new stardom, that's hard for people. So my point in saying that is that you've been trusted with some money, and starting to see the good life a little bit. Don't mess it up by showing the universe that you're not grateful and that you're not happy. Don't mess it up, because then it's gonna be like, well, I don't know if I should send her any more of this, because, she can't handle this. She ain't ready for this. These people are coming for her, but don't she understand and know that she got to keep her, Netta, don't she understand and know you got to keep your vibrations high and your energy high? Same way with CJ. He was up there. He was top tier. I'm not going to take that away from him. I love watching him. Okay, couldn't wait till a new video come out. But then when he got so big headed and full of himself, he forgot. He forgot that this is a family unit. This is something we built together. And then he got on there and started. We all seen the videos where he would start acting nasty and saying little smart stuff in the videos. You could tell it was tension. Let me just say that. And then again they broke up several times, and you made little nasty snide comments about her and the kids, and then they came back, and then again, and then you think you're gonna keep on making millions of dollars? No, you was entrusted with a valuable piece, meaning you had this beautiful family. Everybody was happy at one time, and you had the money too. That don't happen too often for people, because why? A lot of people don't have enough strength, or enough trust in themselves, or enough belief in themselves to know that they can get that. But they were there. And then he put that energy out there to the universe. I'm the one. They ain't nothing. I'm the man. F everybody. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Well, you just told the universe I can't trust you. I ain't gonna be able to trust you. You showing me something else, because what I need to see from you is gratitude, happiness, thankfulness. Okay. Again, what you put out is what you get back. Even in your circumstances right now, and if it's not going perfect the way you want it, you still wake up and you say, I'm still grateful that I got a roof on my head. I got a bed to sleep in. I got a car to go drive to work. I got a car to, I got I got a job to work at. I got food in my refrigerator. I got a loving family. My family's doing great. Okay. I have a loving husband, boyfriend, whatever the case may be, wife. You still got to find some happiness and to be grateful regardless of what's going on. And you're going to usher in more of that. But he didn't get that. And now he got to get it. Now he's got to get it. And we can't, how we going to feel sorry for that when we try to help you, because again, this is his journey, guys. This is his journey. That's all it boils down to. This is his journey, whether he wants to believe it or not. This is what he signed up for. This was supposed to happen. This is how it had to happen. And unfortunately, now he's sitting in a place that he created. Now, if he was able to transmute that energy and turn it around and save his family, then we wouldn't even be sitting here talking about this, because he would have been able to realize the error in his ways and fix it. But he didn't do that. So again, this is the path that he chose. Us talking till we blue in the face, it wasn't gonna matter until he wanted to do something about it. He best leave Mac alone. Mac has the bag and a he might as well get with child. Wouldn't that be something? I think again, he thinks he's better than other people. He can't move forward because little Cadero is in pain. Again, he need to do that shadow work, Indigo. That's that shadow work, and he might not like some of them things that he see come out of him doing that shadow work. He might not like it. Well, I mean, but again, it's spilling over into his life right now. And when he's on video, we can see it. We can see the dark side that is not of goodness. You know what I'm saying? The dark side that is not of goodness. And why the TF does he think Leon of any of them want to be around the woman, Lexi, the woman who kicked their grandma? I think he honestly done forgot all of that, Jay. And stop mentioning him. I think he done forgot about all of that. I really do. So-called said Nike is his best friend. Might as well his best friend. Yeah, I mean, really. I guess he just believes that staying with her. I don't know what the significance of being with her is about. I don't, But she ain't living her life up under him 24/7 no more. Everybody's moving on with their life. Like I said, y'all, he's stagnant and he's stuck. I wonder why his brother, his mom, and any of his supporters not see that he's unhappy with her. That girl's not right for him at all. She is making his mental worse. Excuse me. I think she done some kind of appellation something on him. Hey, Princess, she done, but you ain't heard it from me. Some kind of appellation. He thought he can outsmart. Child, exactly. And then he don't understand when we as women, we are very powerful. Okay. We already can know what you about to do before you even do it here. So he thinking he pulling the wool over somebody's eyes. We already seen the mile away what he was trying to do. She put her kids first, unlike that other one. Hey, Linda, how are you? He thought of children going to get older watching events, handwriting on a wall. Yep. Exactly. Royalty should have her lawyer make him see a mentally ill doctor. I wouldn't trust him. Or yeah, he need to see somebody. But you, hey Georgia, how are you? I was so proud of CJ and Roy how they were making money. I was too. It's no way he should have allowed Batman to come in and influence him to leave his family. But again, that's when you again no love. That happens when it's a man who don't even know who he is. He had all of this money, y'all. That's why they say that people that win the lottery they lose it because they don't know none. They don't know about financial responsibilities, financial what's the word I'm looking for when you financial management. He didn't know nothing about financial management, none of that. He should have had a finance manager to help him with his finances, to help him invest his money. All that money he came through in his hand, he didn't know nothing about none of that. So, i.e., for example, when Batman came on in the picture, when come on now, Batman seen him a mile away. Okay, he seen him a mile away, and CJ he didn't even know who he was messing with. He didn't know who he was messing with. So you see CJ on 32. CJ on 32s would have never fell for that. Never. When I seen him gambling in the house and they had them bands out and CJ was playing all that, I said, "Oh my God." I said, "He is playing gambling in the house with stacks, okay? What they call them, racks. He in there playing with some big money. Ain't no way in the world, okay? Ain't no way in the world using Nike Energy. Ain't no way in the world." That's when I knew. I said, "Oh my God, something's wrong." Because you in here just playing around and yeah, let me shut up. Because I was going to say, how we know, child, again, they seen CJ a mile away. They seen him a mile away. All that money and didn't know what to do with it. And I hate to be the one to say that, but it's true. They seen it a mile away. Most Negroes wouldn't have, yeah, y'all know, come on now, street Negroes wouldn't have never went for none of that. Oh, hold up. You won't come in and I'm supposed to be putting my money and be playing and child, please. That's the stuff they did back in the 70s, okay, with these card games and having money and setting it up for you to play and call somebody to come over. Hell, they did it on a Sanford and Son all the time. Oh, when Fred used to gamble all the time and stuff, they did it back then. I mean, he's not street smart. We could tell he didn't have that street game. You don't run with street niggas if you're not, street smart. You don't run with them kind of people. You ain't got that knowledge that they got. You ain't got that game that they got. You stay far away from it. If you ain't got it, you just ain't got it. That's not a bad thing. But you don't associate with them when you don't think like them. Okay, prosperity and abundance was put on his path, and he was on that path. Indigo, my God, he was this he manifested it and then it crystallized into the reality that we're in now. He had it and he was walking on that path to more, and oh my gosh, one wrong move and then he got sidetracked. One wrong move, meaning that the last move was the wrong move. Now he made some slip ups, but he was forgiven for that. But then he made the last move, that wrong move that just destroyed everything. But that's his path. Again, that's his path. I'm sure he's seen signs, guys, because we all get the signs. We all get the nudge in the shoulder, or we hear our higher self trying to communicate with us and tell us, "No, don't do that. Don't go there." But it's up to him. That's what he chose, and that's what he got. He got exactly what he wanted. He always bring Nike in all his relationship. Samantha, Royalty, and Lexi. He needs to make sure Nike knows her place. Like somebody said, he might as well just gonna get back with her, because any other relationship he get in, he gonna keep on pulling the same immature stunts. You know what I'm saying? What do you call that? Non-experience, or yeah, not he doesn't have any experience on how to be a man. Nobody showed him how to be a man. He didn't have no role models, so he doesn't understand that you don't bring up your exes and stuff in a relationship that you in now. What's they gonna do? What's they gonna do? What's that supposed to do? You want them to fight over you so they can profess their love for you? Child, please. Why a grown man will call a 15-year-old his best friend is just weird. He don't want to do the work. Exactly. He want quick fix Lex going is all the money and the life out of him until he dried up. And I think he's reaching that. He's reaching the Sahara now. Okay. Georgia Faxon Nike needs to ask herself why she tolerates the stopgap position. No self-love. No self-love. Don't know who you are as a person, you know. And when you really think about it, I ain't gonna even read that. I'm just posting it. I ain't gonna even read it. CJ only has the values he was brought up with. This is a path of new, the path of tearing down and rebuilding. It's not easy. Exactly. You got to put in that work, and everybody ain't built for putting in that work. It's hard work. It is. It's hard to truly elevate. Again, he don't realize and understand that he was on that path because of royalty. He doesn't want to admit that, and he may never admit that, but he was on that path that he was on because of her and her children. Because now that all of that's been stripped away, what are we seeing? We just seeing the true him of what he has to offer. We seeing that. And it can't nobody deny that. If a person still tries to deny that at this point, then something's clearly wrong because we can see the outcome of her being removed and her children being removed from the scenario. Okay, there's nothing left. It's been stripped. He should have homes, land, cars paid for, residual income at this stage. Exactly. Over in the Bahamas, they got land for sale and everything. I think we talked about this one time. They got land over in the Bahamas for sale and everything. And with all the money he was making, he could have bought a couple of islands over there. Do you hear me? A couple of islands. Couple of them. He could have bought them over there and just sat on them, as they say, and sat on them. He was so obsessed with Kipo at this point, he started to dress in somewhat of his outfits. Exactly. D'Lo tried to warn him as well. Yeah, he sure did. I love the fact that Royalty moved on and just living her life with her children while CJ somewhere ranting and having a nervous breakdown with them raccoon eyes. My God. Hey, Child of Grace, CJ need to grow his he need to get out of those childish ways. Exactly. I'm glad Royce and her kids left. He don't CJ don't let me find out Lexter is nippling into child. Because I used to not entertain it, and it would, when I would hear it, I was like, maybe not, but I don't know. I don't know because most I ain't gonna even go there, but y'all said it for y'all said it. Trying to pretend that she was better than Royalty, lying, talking about she was a realtor and I don't, it's exactly, I don't understand why all of the stories needed to be made up. Nobody needs to be impressed. It wasn't about that. It was trying to basically figure out how they were going to be able to co-parent and do it in peace. All of that other stuff didn't need to be added. Lexi didn't need to be added in. Nike didn't need to be added in. None of that stuff was even necessary. That's what doesn't make sense to me. She tried to get him to invest in that chicken spot. I remember that. Yeah. So he wouldn't listen. Shit. He just wouldn't listen. That's the sad part. He would not listen. He thought that he was just the mastermind, and we know who the mastermind was and did, like Miss Meta be saying, and did. So it's, I mean, it's just a lesson. It's a lesson. He fumbled the bag, whether he can get it back, it's up to him and his journey. That's up to him and his journey, y'all. That's all it boils down to. This is a lesson to be learned, and it's up to him and his journey where he's going to make his next path at. Because I don't even think he knows what his path is. He said he's getting into music now. Like I said, music is very healing and everything. He's got to heal first, and then find what his true passion is. That's what I would suggest. Go and heal. You might have to go off the radar for a while to heal. Write your music, write your stories, whatever. Write that pain and that hurt out, how you messed up and how you did wrong and I had a good thing. You get what I'm saying? You all write that pain out. That's how he can heal. He said he likes music. He won't get into that. He's a singer is what he said. I don't know if he's a singer or not. Because I don't know, I've not heard him sing. Let me say that. So write that music, write that pain out and get you some help and be able to put that in your music and how you messed up. Okay. And then that way you can start growing and start seeing the error in your ways. And then you can determine what your path is because you're going to become more connected with him as a person. I wonder when Nike going to pop up again. I know she's waiting. I know she's watching every time he posts. He brought all that drama he did. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Find out Lexi was on the carpet. Yeah. CJ ran to the internet every single breakup and bashed Royalty and her kids. Now he realized that was all a failure. So now he's trying to rewrite the story. And and the thing about it, he ain't gonna be able to rewrite this story and think it's gonna be successful. What the way that he can find success in this situation now is to write his story and admit his wrongs. Okay, put that in the album. You know, make about 3 4 songs and put that in the album. I think that would be great to do. And how he was wrong and how he apologized. And I can't be mad at nobody but myself, but I have to accept what I've done. You know, put that in some words and some music. Okay, I think that will make for a great song. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you know, it's a part of healing, it's a part of apologizing, it's a part of acceptance. So write it out. You know, start writing. If he's not a music writer, let's keep it real, not music. He may pull off a bad karaoke. Okay, yeah. So yeah, write it out. Write that pain out because that's all he's been going through right now is a bunch of pain. And we know pain can escalate and move on to physical symptoms and then move on to mental symptoms. And then who you gonna be good for? Yeah, I know I always say you gotta take care of you and make sure you right mentally, physically, and spiritually, inside out, all of that before you can be good for anybody else. And right now I'm saying that he's gotta get himself together so he can be good for his children and be there for them in the way that they deserve to be. You know, they deserve to have a good father that you know is healthy and you know strong and competent, all the above. They deserve to have that. So he needs to give that. Hold on, let me plug my phone up. He needs to be able to give them that. You know, and again, I don't wish him no bad, but I'm just saying this: what he's going through right now is a part of what he created. He created this world within this world. He created that. Um, I think he could get some of his money back, but he needs to get counseling so he can get his mental fix. Exactly. He has to learn himself by himself. Thank you. Yep. Journaling. Yes, definitely. He could definitely use the journaling as a form of shadow work and connecting with himself and finding out what are those blockages that cause him to be the way he is. Why did he f up a good thing? Okay, I don't know how to say it no other way. Why did he mess up a good thing when he didn't have to? And journaling, doing his shadow work, that's another form of another way to do shadow work is journaling and delve into those reasons. Write those first thoughts down about the relationship. Write the first thoughts down about his childhood. Write the first thoughts about, his upbringing and who raised him and who didn't raise him. Write those first thoughts down. He's going to be surprised at what comes out of that. That's one time where I agree with free writing because I hated free writing in college. Ugh. But that'll be good for him to do because it's going to help him uncover some things that he probably wasn't even aware of. You know, and expose that darker side, that meaning the part that has brought him to the point where it's taken over his life. Because again, we all got those other sides of us that exist. But the goal is not to let it take the forefront and just basically bring you all the way down. And that's what he's done. You got to know how to balance that part, the light and the dark, or, the not so nice and the nice part of you. I prefer that term better. The nice part of you and the not so nice part of you. You got to know how to balance those areas out. He let it take over to the point where now, guess what? It's destroying him. That's why I said he got entities up in him, because that sounds like entities, because it's taken over him, because he's a liar. That's why. He bashed royalty and the kids for 2 years and also expected them to make content. Thank you. Who thinks that? Somebody who's engulfed with entities. That's what, to make them content. He truly needs to seek mental help. He has extreme narcissism. Yes. Who in the world or in their right mind would think that somebody won't have anything to do with you? Why does he lie to the twins about who was I seen at? I said, who won't make up some stuff like that? Quit putting this nonsense, crazy stuff in these kids' head at this young age. Well, see, we don't know what he grew up around and heard and who he hung around while he was out there in them streets. You see what I'm saying? We don't know. He said he would never bash anyone's mom on the internet, so he don't know why people bashing his. He did. He bashed Royalty's mama. Yeah, he bashed her mama. He called Royalty a pea brain. He has really dogged her really bad. Yeah. And then I forgot about this too when he was talking about, because I'm the one that brought her frequency up, and what y'all see now is what y'all get. What, somebody who's calm and peaceful and happy? Okay. What? Because that's what I see. I see somebody that, is living a life and is like, I'm life's good. Okay. That's what I see. I don't see somebody who's sad and miserable and angry and unhappy. I don't see that. So if that's what he was getting at, and what y'all see is what y'all get now. He said she was boring. Like I said, I watched the content. The last time she did it was with the twins. I mean, excuse me, the girls, and I thought that was so cute, putting the makeup on and seeing how they react to it, and you know what I'm saying, the interaction, the interacting, the bonding, all of those types of things. Something that he should have been doing. Okay, instead of getting on there and talking smart and talking crazy and calling people out of their names, calling them stupid. Something you should have been doing when you had your daughter down there instead of calling her out of her name. Po child, really. That's what those are the things he should have been doing. We need to find that preacher man who messed child. Yeah, so we need to slap upside their head, you know. A therapist can be life changing. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with therapy. Counseling 101. Therapy, counseling, all of what they're designed to do is to help bring you to the knowledge that you already have within you. So they just help you pull out what you already know. When you sit down and talk to a counselor and you go see them, what, once a week for however long you need to see them, what they're doing is to help you sift and sort through everything that's going on and help you to arrive at whatever answer it is you're trying to get at. Because you know the answer, you just haven't figured out how to pour through and pull it out. That's what they're designed to do. Every disgusting thing he could say, he said it about her. Yes. Okay, the therapist would need like to therapy after one session with this twisted tongue. She gonna be like, oh my, he or he gonna be like, hold up. He needs a man therapist. Okay, that's what he need. He need a man therapist because he needs somebody to be straight up with him. Somebody that's gonna give him that guidance because you know how he looks. The reason I say how he looks at women because how he's treated women historically in his past. So that's the reason why I said he needs a man because a man's gonna keep him on his toes and gonna put him in his place at the same time. So that would be a great thing to do is for him to start looking up men, male psychiatrists, therapists, however he wants to start, wherever he wants to start. He said he would beat Royalty up when she was with Bandman Kevo. What's what I'm saying? Royalty and the kids weren't dirty when they were bringing millions of views, millions. And I keep seeing these videos popping up in my time feed, y'all. They keep popping back up in my time feed. Okay. So we know what time it is. We know what time it is. Yeah, he wasn't getting free clothes and shoes for nothing from that preacher. Child. Mental illness showing crash and burn, change his eating habits, say no to drugs, get some help. I'm glad you said change your eating habits because y'all, I have not been eating after 8 o'clock. It's almost 7, so I might go down there and give me a snack or something. But not eating after 8 o'clock is making a big difference. I can see a big difference in it. So start disciplining yourself in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Because when you eat late at night, didn't have the nerve to lay down and didn't want to try to go to sleep, child, your stomach be toe up. So those are some of the disciplines that I'm putting into my life. I'm controlling things that I do. I'm not letting food control me because I love sweets. So now I got a cutoff time. And different people's like, well, you can just eat certain foods like fruits. I said no, I want to cut it off at a certain time, and that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I've been doing is cutting it off at a certain time. I drink my waters, and I got my water beside me, and I drink my fruit juices, but I dilute my fruit juices so it's not syrupy sweet. So yeah, definitely start finding ways where you can put structure into your life. Like I said, when you focusing on you and getting you together, you got to work on every aspect of you, not just the psyche. You got to address the physical and all of those areas. That's important. So CJ acts like he really dislikes females. Thank you. And that's why I said he needs to have a male. And I feel that's all because of his mom. Okay. I've been saying CJ only see a woman as someone he uses. He's an abuser of women and kids. And that's why I said he probably needs that structure of a man better. But yeah, he's got to induce some discipline into his life as well. I'm glad that shit, I forgot who said it, but I'm glad that you said that was something that you said. But yeah, he's got to start inducing some type of discipline in his life because right now I don't see that. Now you remember he used to go to the gym and work out and stuff like that. He's got to get back to doing some of those things. He's got to start doing that. Yeah, that's again, those are they can only help in his nurturing who he is and getting closer to who he truly is and understanding him as a person. He's got to introduce discipline in his life. I'm doing steamed vegetables and eating once or maybe twice a day. Good, no love, good, exact. Again, so those are great things. And CJ needs a full detox and an exorcism. Definitely the detox and the exorcism. Who he gonna get to do an exorcism? He definitely needs to do the detox as well. Because that could be another reason why his skin is looking like that too, Indigo. I'm glad that you said that. So he need to do a couple of detoxes, whether he want to juice, or whatever the case may be. He definitely needs that. He definitely possess. He is depressed, and I think he needs to unplug and take a long vacation exactly off of the internet. Lexi on all the credit all the time, just like him, a power war that's not going to last. Exactly. Yeah, because she's a Sagittarius. Don't get me wrong, we very strong minded people. She's a lot different than me as a Sagittarius. She's got some parts that that I can see the Sagittarius in her. She got that side where you can tell she's can be an MFer. You know what I'm saying? Because Sagittarius are like it. But like I said, most Sagittarius we're loving and caring individuals as well, as long as you don't try to F us over. You know what I'm saying? So she wants all the credit. She wants to be the be all, the end all, and then yeah, that's definitely a power struggle. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, so I can be one of them people sometimes where you can't tell me nothing, meaning like I don't want to hear it because I don't believe that, I don't agree with that, so I child go on somewhere, because you don't know. I can be like that. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie. Um, CJ was Cinderella. Now it's time to go back to the dungeon. Exactly. You ain't no Rapunzel no more. Let your hair down, Rapunzel. Let the hair hang. His manager got him the money and ain't nobody seen him. Royalty and Miss Tanya had him juice and drink show did, because remember Royalty always used to go after she take the kids to school and everything, to the bus stop, and then she'll go and get him a smoothie and bring it back. And when he woke up and came downstairs, the smoothie was already there. She sure did. She sure did. Sure did. So so a lot of things that he was doing, again, that she was taking care of him because she loved and genuinely cared about him. Probably over there manhandling. She ain't lifting in weights for none, probably throwing them around. And you get over her. You get over her. And we know it's why you're great to run home. Because, she been lifting in weights and chat. She probably over there manhandling him. That's another thing. Sagittarius can be very domineering, so I would not be surprised if she ain't over manhandling him. I would love to see it. Ooh, I know I'm wrong for that, but I would love to see it. I would really would. I'd be like, oh my goodness. I really wish CJ would have appreciated what he had. And I do too. I do often think about that. Her masculine energy is different. Yeah. I often think about that. I'm like, I really wish that he could have got it together before all of this happened, because this could have been so prevented. This could have been so prevented. If he just would have wake up and listen. Now he's on that sugary sugar. Yeah, she's on it. She got that different type of masculine energy here. So she probably is throwing them up into the walls and carrying on. Ain't no Christmas trees. Dog over barking, acting a fool and everything. Here, he getting thrown up against the walls, and the dog's barking and acting a goddamn on fool. And the little dog po thing, he don't know what to do. Just sit around and walk around looking all silly. I said, it's a funny looking dog. I don't, he kind of cute, but he kind of ugly too. But and remember he said he got the dog for like therapy purposes. Well, the po dog ain't helping him. Okay. He ain't even helping him, because he's sinking down more and more than what he was before he had the dog. Flipping him like a pancake. Thank you, because I think she giving him a run for his money over there. He better not talk crazy to her now, because she will throw him across that wall, lift him up by the leg and the arm, and throw it, because he don't weigh nothing but a $105 soaking wet. Lex and CJ are too similar. That shit would never work. Yeah, and I think she's also like a little more domineering over him now. Once she get her little footing in, what I'm saying, get her footing in and know what's really going on. Yeah, yep. I think she trucking him while he's sitting on her front and on the camera and everything. That dog will tear him apart. He put his hands on her. If he put his hands on her and that dog really senses that she's in fear or danger, oh child, we would hear about. We would hear it. We would hear it. If he getting thrown on the wall, he like. And talking about he didn't deserve to be talked down to. And child, if that was the case, then what was you saying and doing for her to be talking down to you? Okay. Again, ain't no woman gonna put no man down and talk to him and call him a dirty, low down, trifling dog if he wasn't acting like no low down, trifling, dirty dog. Y'all know how it goes, you know. But woman call a man out of his name and call him everything and tell him he ain't nothing and you dumb and you stupid. It's a reason why she's saying that. Okay, if she did say it, then it wasn't for nothing, you know. Because the way he be getting on, how he used to get on YouTube and act, y'all, child. I would have had him in tears. Do you hear me? I would have had him in tears once I got through with him. He would have been like, "Why are you so nasty and being so mean?" Because you got to understand this, okay? And I'm gonna put you in your place at the same time, okay? Ain't nobody never said it was gonna be a walk in the park. Sometimes he got to get his feelings hurt. And now he want to act like, everybody done him so wrong. Oh, what about all the dirt you done? I know you done some dirt, okay? Some dirt that ain't never came out, may never come out, or still is yet to come out. So, I can't feel sorry for you. Only thing I just want him to do is get some help and get on the track and get the feeling better. Because you're not living life. Life is to be lived, to enjoy it and live in the fullness thereof. Okay, to experience and be happy. But right now he's not doing none of that. So that I do wish for him is to start to get back to living again. Because right now he's not living. He lied about cheating. He acted like he was going to the gym, but he was going to other women's house. It was all over the shade room. My God. You see, and see, I mean, all of this little lust and stuff, lust, all of this, and you lost it all. Was it worth it? I would have embarrassed CJ on camera. Royalty was nice and was only looking at him. Exactly. Yes, exactly. He would have had to cut the camera because wasn't none of that footage been usable here. None of it. Because I would have ruined the whole I would have ruined the whole video. Now we got to record. I don't give a you know what, because that whole video would have been ruined. Here, bet he not pulling no exactly. No, but he wouldn't better handle her. And again, that's why she got that dog over there. Here, that's why she got that dog over there. Holy shit! I just visualized CJ replacing Chawrls, Netta, and Joe Netta. Yeah, he couldn't even do nothing with Netta. Netta would throw him across the room into the pool, okay? He wouldn't better do nothing with Netta. He wouldn't be talking all crazy to Netta. Joe ain't gonna have it. Y'all, this is gonna forever live in my head when Joe sat down at the table with Chawrls and they was getting ready to eat and Joe was like, Miss Netta was like, push your chair over a little bit, and then Chawrls like, I can do it. Then Joe Miss Netta got up, F it, and dropped and slammed the plate on me, the fork on the table. Y'all, I watched that clip about 50 times. I was just, I couldn't help it. I said, this is ridiculous. And why am I watching this? But it was just so damn funny. It was funny. It was so funny. Oh gosh, like I said, I like Miss Netta. I don't like Miss Netta's ways. I just need for Miss Netta not to be so nasty, because I like the Chawrls your lunches. Even Chawrls, he just acting a fool now. He tired of it too. People get tired. You know what I'm saying? People just get tired of the stuff. If you can fix it, try to fix it. Like Joe and Chawrls still together. I mean, excuse me, Miss Netta and Chawrls are still together. That can be fixed, before it get too bad. So can you imagine after they finish taping, they will thank you, cursing each other out? Yes. That's why I said she was nice enough to let the video be played out, because some of us, we would have been like, we would have acted a plumb fool in that video. With none of that footage being no good here. You just messed up the whole video. So the hell what? Here. We ain't making no money today. We ain't making none today. Here. And for what? So, like you said, once the cameras go off and then hooping and hollering and all of that, yeah, I can believe they do. CJ don't really like Lexi. Their chemistry's way. Yeah, the chemistry's off, And whatever Lexi doing, she got him right where she want him. Right where she want him. CJ replacing Chawrls and Netta and Cadera. Like Netta said, I've been doing this for years, which I didn't know that. Netta been out there in social media world for years, because people was trying to say that Netta was getting a social security check. And these people are crazy. I'm telling you, I be over on TikTok. I'll be over on TikTok reading the comments and watching the videos. Oh my God. Oh my God, these people are crazy out here. They really crazy, And it's sad what happened to them when they went up there to well, Miss Hillary said she didn't believe it. But it's sad what happened to them when they went up there in LA and all of that. We just cutting up in here. Exactly. It is a mess, you all, for real. It is this child. We're gonna have this full moon in Cancer. So, child, are we still getting the full moon from Sagittarius? Sagittarius acted a fool. Okay, that full moon, woo, that full moon was something else. And I said, well, should I be surprised, Sagittarius? Okay, should I be surprised? And now this Cancer was coming up. My God, and it's already starting. Okay, on the internet, everybody is just acting a donkey, y'all. Everybody online acting a donkey. It's ridiculous out here. It's ridiculous. Let me read some more comments. I would have acted a fool on Mr. CJ. CJ was really nice, so they could keep making the bag. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We wouldn't have been able to record too much of nothing here. Camera would have been thrown down the steps and everything. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I paid for this. You know what I'm saying? Lexi has evidence on CJ. She is just collecting small coins. Wait until he starts screaming blackmail on the internet, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. We gonna be like, mm, mm. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. We like, okay. And Sagittarius, they known for that too, y'all. They'll sit back and watch, won't say a word, and just take it all in. Yeah, that's how Sagittarius do as well. We don't go off and act a donkey. We just sit back and watch, and that's what she's doing. She's learned because before, remember, she used to always open her mouth too fast. So she's learning now. Just keep your mouth shut, girl. Just keep your mouth shut, and whatever you trying to get from him, go and get it. Because he gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. Okay, and that's what she's doing. And when he get tired of it and he can't take it no more, yeah, he gonna get on there hollering about some blackmail and everything. And child, ain't nobody gonna be coming for him to save him. He done cried wolf too many times. Everybody done this and that to you. No, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Dum dum. Okay, you did it to yourself. But y'all, I just want to get on her and holler at y'all because I didn't think nobody was gonna be really getting on her because it was the 4th. I didn't know how many people's out there celebrating everything. But yeah, but like I said, the world, y'all, it's a mess and a mess and a mess right now. These energies is high and everything. These energies is high, meaning crazy. Some of these energies is high and crazy. So, like I said, make sure y'all keep y'all energies high, meaning keeping that positive energy flowing in and filtering out the nonsense if you must, because I look at the gossip channels and I listen to the gossip channels and then I filter that energy out. Here I filter it right out. I don't hold on to it, because I love watching some of this nonsense as it plays out on the internet. Watching who was that? I was watching a Sean Davy Way show earlier. T.S. Madison got on there and was cutting up, baby. But I get T.S. Madison. I understand because when people constantly attack you over and over and over, that when you come exactly more incoming high energy next week. When people constantly attack you over and over and over for who you are, and she's like T.S. said, I'm not proclaiming to be anything. I know who I am. But why do women keep attacking her, saying you're not a woman, you're not a woman? And as she says, she knows that. I understand that. I don't have against anything, any against anybody who wants to live in their truth, but people sometimes don't want to accept people living in their truth and they attack you over and over. So when TS gets on there and goes off and cuss everybody else out, I don't get mad. It don't bother me when she's calling these women who acting like that towards her. Hey Moni, it don't bother me. It don't affect me because I'm comfortable with who I am. She's talking to them ones over there who keeps attacking her. So I get why she goes off and she cusses out a motherfucker. I get it. So, but yeah, people want to attack you for who you are or that you're comfortable in your skin. Yeah, People, I mean, again, people who do that, they're not comfortable with who they are. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we got on here, going back to royalty. That's why a lot of us got on here and to show our support of royalty, because she was being attacked because why? She had enough strength to be able to pull it together and say, I'm moving on with my life because I love myself, and I gotta love myself more in order to be able to go on and move on. That's all. That's all. I was watching a replay, then you went live. Ah, okay. Yeah, so basically that's what it boils down to. When people are not happy with themselves, they're gonna attack anything about you. And I would just encourage more people to live in your truth and be comfortable with who you are. Then that way, like I said, when people when people make statements about other people, I can sit there and be like, it don't affect me. It does. I don't have a problem with somebody living in their truth. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't trigger me. Okay. But it triggers some people. So like I said, I understand why TS went off and cussed everybody out and does it regularly. Because she said every day she wakes up, somebody reminds her of who she ain't. And she was like, I never professed or tried to be somebody that I'm not. She said, I know who I am. I have a mother, and I take care of my mother. I have a manager and a attorney that is a woman. But people don't seem to understand that. So again, when people are not comfortable with who they are, they don't know who they are, they haven't found themselves, then it's easier to go out and pick on someone else that is comfortable within themselves and is trying to get to know themselves more. It's easier to go pick on people that, know where they're going, or at least have an idea where they're going. So that's all I'm saying. Same thing with CJ. Get in the business of learning about more of who you are and where you're going and what you want to do with your life. Then you won't be so fixated on royalty anymore and her children. That's all this is about. He's still her A, and then B, he don't know where he going or what he gonna do. He can't even figure out how this path is gonna pan out. Well, you're not supposed to really know how it's gonna pan out, but you're supposed to plan it in a way and look forward to it coming to fruition. Okay. So that's where I think he's getting messed up as well. Don't keep focusing on the outcome. Just enjoy the journey as you go. Just trust the journey. Just trust the path. Just trust the timing. You trust the process. Okay. Thanks, Jay. She's going to use all these videos of him hitting her in the head and ooh. Yeah. So just don't focus on the outcome right now. Just enjoy the journey and watch what you're working on unfold. That's where people get so mixed up and lost that they worried about the end results. And child, again, you can't afford to worry about that, because that's going to bog you down and have you stressed out and worried. Honestly, you got to take it one day at a time. Whatever it is you're working on, just know that it's going to work. Just know that it's going to work out. Don't allow self-doubt to creep in, because that's where all of this stuff is coming in with him at. He's not sure of his journey. He's not sure how this is going to play out or pan out. So it's worrying him and it's causing him to go back and focus on what he had at that time. That's what's going on with him. So he's got to, like I said, stop with the madness, focus on him, focus on one day at a time, and just enjoy the process, and then stop living life so miserable. That's all. He's living life miserable now because he doesn't understand how this is going to play out. What am I going to do now that royalty's gone, and the kids are gone, and I'm not making the money that I was making? How am I going to handle this? How is this going to work out? How, what, when, why? Stop doing all of that. Stop it. Stop it. He doesn't know how to get over it. Yes, he's got to stop doing that. Like I said, he made his bed, now he has to lie in it. He should be honest and say he can't pay his bills, and slander and royalty pays, helps him, pays him something. Yeah, pays him something. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, he has to face the decision he made. Thank you. Actions and consequences. Exactly. He is worried about his image. I know. And that's the sad part about it. That fame, that fame is a mother of all efforts. That fame, his image, what people gonna think? What are they gonna say? Everybody already sees what's going on. Everybody already sees what's happening. We already know. Okay. So you cannot worry about that. Exhibit D. So he can't worry about what people are going to say or what they're going to think, that he's not on top anymore. He's got to let that go, guys. He's got to let that go. People gonna always say something. He even said that. People are always gonna talk about you. So he's gotta let that go. Yeah, you're not up there with, Bandman Kevo and his 6'8" now. He done child. He done got a height. I don't even know how you even do no surgery like that. Did they put some sticks in his leg or something to make him taller? I don't even understand. And then this BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy. I don't understand how any of this works. Okay, that's why I put in my community post. I don't want to hear not another man talking about no woman getting no kind of surgeries whatsoever. When we got men out here going around and getting BBLs and carrying on. Okay, I don't want to hear no man talking about not near another woman. Because if a man can go out there and get a BBL and a height surgery done, keep your mouth shut. Because you ain't got no room to talk. Never. At least when women get it done, okay, we got cosmetic reasons. Okay, having babies, and they don't cut the muscle in our stomach to where when we ain't got the flat stomach no more. So we got to get tummy tucks. Okay, or we wasn't gifted with the big ones. Okay, so sometimes women got to get those done. Or they just as flat as a board and they want to get some fat injections in that area. Don't you go saying not another thing when y'all sitting up here getting BBLs now. Okay, I am done. When I seen that, I said, I'm done. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't think he will ever get over it. He has yet to apologize to her and her children, I know. CJ single-handedly destroyed his own image. Yeah, he did it. He did that all by himself because he just couldn't keep his mouth shut and stop bashing royalty. I don't know. He worried about something trying to get in ahead of it. I know. I think he's trying to prevent. He's trying to do the prevention measures, but the more he prevents, meaning the more he focuses, the more he draws attention to, the more he tries to act like it's not going to happen or don't want it to happen. Guess what? He's ushering it in even more. So he's trying to focus on pushing something away because he's worried about it coming into fruition. But the fact that he's trying to make it not happen, he's making it happen. Just like that fear mongering they put out there in the media about COVID and how it was killing everybody and everybody, was dying from COVID and all those horrible things. Guess what? They was putting that fear factor out and it was ushering in more fear, which was causing those very things that people were afraid of to happen, So again, he's not mastered those certain elements. You know what I'm saying? He's got to learn how to master those things. Quit trying to worry about it and then just focus on what you can do and focus on what you've already, worked on and just give it a chance to work. Like I always say, come on now. That old stuff that they used to show on TV about things happening overnight, snap your fingers and stuff. That's not real. You got to put in work. It takes time, and that's what he got to understand. Maybe he need to pack up and move somewhere to a whole new state. Yeah, and quit worrying about what people gonna think, because people are already gonna have their own opinions and thoughts about everything. And that's what it is. He's worried about his image, but the people that he's worried about seeing it, they already see it. They already 7-Eleven. They already see it. So what is he talking about? I mean, if that's what's going on, what is that gonna do? He got burned indigo. What is that going to do? Everybody already sees this. He even said it doesn't nobody want to collaborate with him anymore. So what does that tell you? People already see his image. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to be left unseen. People already see what's going on. And nobody's out there even talking about it, Like I said, the only reason I'm talking about him right now is because, I see, he's got to get some help. He's got to get some help. He's got to be able to move on. He's got to be able to fix whatever's going on with him. Only he knows deep down inside. He's scorching slowly. Yeah, only he can see it deep down inside, and he's going to have to bring it to the forefront and conquer it head on and move on. That's all. That's the best advice I can give him. Get some help, bro. Get some help. Although you talked about us like a dog, although you try to get our channels taken down, Sagittarius, we don't forget. And we bring up stuff when we think about it. Although you try to get my channel knocked down, okay, because you didn't like what I had to say. Okay. But I ain't mad at you. Because now look what's going on. I ain't even mad at you. I was kind of teed that for a second, then I kind of laughed it off. I'm like, dog, for real? Just because somebody's saying something that you don't agree with and you want to do that? But look what's happening now. Look what's happening. all around. Everybody's been removed. Everybody's gone. Yeah, where his mojo at? Thank you. Where's his mojo at? Where is it? Now look at what's happening to him. And like I said, it's a lot of content creators that have now moved on. I'm glad that they did move on. I really am. Because again, the demise was, woo, Chad, I could see it. In the ethos, I could see it. I could see it. And just like I seen it with him, I seen it. I was like, I already see where this is going. But he wouldn't stop. He just kept going on and on. Everybody try to help him out. Everybody try to help him. Like we said, we ain't trying to be over here and just, and talk about you like a dog. We trying to get you some help. Yeah, he reaping what he sowed. We trying to get you some help so it don't be worse than what it has to be. Because guess what? He could have stopped at a certain point and stopped a lot of this stuff that was coming his way, but he didn't want to do that. He kept on going. Now, mind you, him moving out of that big old house was very important. That was smart that he did. Moving into it, I never understood why he moved into it. He shouldn't have never moved into it to me because I wouldn't have wasted all that money. Here, you don't do even expect not to get evil back. Yeah, what you get out is what you put out is what you get back. So yeah, that's basically, in a nutshell. What you get back is what you put out. So whatever you was sending up there, whatever you was sitting in and chanting, now it's coming back. I got tired of giving advice to a brick wall. Yeah, if he had to just listen and realize that we was not his enemies, because guess what? We was once supporters. We were once supporters. And again, if he had took the time and really listen, he would have realized that we was not his enemies. We were really trying to help him. Now, of course, he did get cussed out a couple of times, but that's just a part of it. But we was really trying to help him, to be honest. First and foremost, we was really trying to help him to be a better man and to save a whole lot of money and instead of giving it out to the courts. But he some people got to bump their head 4, 5, 6, 7 times before they wake up. He not even wearing all his chains anymore and all the rings on his fingers. Yeah, I don't even know if he got them no more. That stuff don't mean nothing when life, you ain't living on the top. You ain't on the top of the world no more. None of that stuff means nothing. You know. And what he say? He bought them the jets and stuff, rented the jets and everything. Excuse me, the private planes and everything to go out of town. And I did everything. I gave them everything. But then when the what you call it, when it got a little hard for you and you seen that life wasn't what it's supposed to be, then you want to lash out and get mad. That's not what a man does. A man tries to go and fix himself and get himself right before it's too late. You wake up and realize I messed up. I need to get myself together because I'm about to lose the best thing to happen to me. You know, Pondo's changed. I think so too. He called his worst advisor Nike, which caused turmoil. Child, that destructive energy. Child, I would say that Lexi's more would be more able to get it than she would be because she's like really 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 lost. You know what I'm saying? Lost in the sauce is how I would put it. And again, this is not a put down. It just means that she's not enlightened in no shape, form, or matter. She's not enlightened in any way. So I'm saying that she has a longer journey. You know, those bills are getting up, and those loans. I keep forgetting about them loans, and those loans are messing with his credit. And on top of that, he's getting sued allegedly. Really? For real? I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that. Indigo, Nike, and Kenny. But that last R&B legend. Oh, for real? Oh my goodness. So he is ushering in more. He's ushering in more. He still got I hate to say it, but he still got a lot more stuff coming in towards him from what he's put out. You know what I'm saying? What we're starting to see now is the effects of what happened 2 years ago. We're starting to see it. Okay. We're starting to see it. This ain't the end. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but what we're starting to see now is what he started doing 2 years ago. So meaning there's some more things to come because again, what he put out. And then again, you still putting out negative energy. You still putting it out. Stop it. You gotta stop. And I used to say that in the videos. You gotta stop it. You gotta let it go. I'm still on him breaking the marble Allen downstairs. Did he? I gotta All the things CJ brought the kids and Royalty had to work for. CJ did not go out and work the money and then brought it home. Exactly. Royalty and the kids made that money. Thank you. Thank you. Denise, where's oh okay. I couldn't remember who I was like, who's Kenny? Where's Kenny with his cars? He needs to do CJ at the end of the hill. Mm. Go up in them Astros. Go up in, you know what? We need to do something, y'all. Go up in them Astros and see what's going on, and see what's going and see what's going on with him. I'm being funny. And see what's going on with him, okay? Because this is crazy. Yeah, go up there and see what's going on with him. Yeah. And see what's going on. Everything bad CJ said about Royalty is falling on him. He soon has to move. I think eventually, yeah. And who knows, it could be sooner than later. Because yeah, he's really worried about something. And I'm just like, it can't be that money from the loans and everything, because they're getting that from YouTube off the top. Oh, I wonder if he can file bankruptcy, y'all, because he's not really on YouTube anymore. And guess what? That's attached to that channel, how they get paid. And the fact that he's not doing any videos anymore, I wonder if he's planning on filing bankruptcy or something. Can he do that for his YouTube business? That, considering it's YouTube, well, I'm sure he's got an LLC for the business. I wonder if he can do that to get out of paying them people back. Because he's not making those videos anymore, which means them people ain't really getting their money back if it's tied only to YouTube. If it's tied to that. Remember when he pulled out the cards and pulled out a coin? Yeah. So yeah, I remember that. I remember that. And he still was lying on the golfers saying they broke that. I know. I know they like, what? They ain't even never heard of them though. When they had a huge face down from blocking any golf balls from hitting anything. Forgot about that. It ain't looking good for up there from up there. What you said? What you said ain't looking good from up there. Okay. Child, that's why he gotta connect with himself here. He don't even know what's going on. He don't even know what's going on. Shit. Like it's the lies he spins for me saying the golfers purposely broke this window. Child. CJ, somebody have they done got him? Get out. Okay? Because he don't even know what's going on in this reality. He doesn't know what his purpose is. He's confused. Look, yeah, as soon as I just said, and then you just repeated it. Basically, he's confused on what he wants to be. Yes, the bills are billing, and the loans is loansing. They is loansing. Jay, it was none of them. People need to stop playing with tools they don't know of. Thank you. D-Lo, help your friend. Can he stay with you in the Astro? Can he help him? Yes. In the Astro, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of people, they don't understand a lot of different stuff. That's why I was like, it just really goes deeper than what people understand. And, CJ, when he was speaking on surface level. You know what I'm saying? Now, I listened to him and I was like, he's not even speaking from a point where I can say that you've actually taken the time to study and to learn. Because if you did, you wouldn't be still getting on there saying some of the stuff you were saying, you know. D-Lo don't help CJ. He's still looking for a job. He up to his eyeballs in bills. Yep. And it's truly, truly at the point of it stressing him out 100%. But on the other hand, Netta, she was like, don't play with her because she is getting her money and that, everybody else need to just fall back and get into their place and understand that she's an icon. Like I said, I like Netta, but I just wish she just wouldn't be so mean, to people. Just stop being so mean. I liked it when she was being sweet and Chawrls and wasn't being smart and bullying Chawrls. I like the other Netta, go hide the other Netta. Go hide that Netta and bring the old Netta back, Can you tell CJ is going back to Gary? Sweet Tea Cup be saying that all the time. She said he is going back. Maybe he can apologize to his grandmother for real and get the house fixed up. He said he is going. She said he is going back to Gary. I'm going back to Cali. And he gonna say, no, I don't think so. That entire video sounded like a psych ward question and answer. Somebody said, I believe somebody said somebody said in the comments, or did I hear that said somewhere else that they believe he made up the questions and answers? And I said he probably did. But again, mental health, mental illness, he needs to seek mental help. All jokes aside, he needs to seek mental help for whatever is going on with him, stressing him out. I'm not so far removed where I don't, like I said, I can't still have sympathy for an individual, so I have sympathy in the sense that, he effed up. He effed up and he didn't know he effed up that bad. But now that he knows that he effed up that bad, he gonna have to get it back. He got to get it together. I can't say if he'll get it back. He got to get it together. Let's keep it real. Congrats on those views, girls. You did. Thank you, Princess Gun. Thank you, Princess Gun. Yes, yes. From Caps Lab. Okay, Caps Lab. Okay, because I couldn't remember where I heard it from. CJ going back to Gary on Spirit Flight, one way. That's all he can afford. Spirit Flight. Yeah, that's all he can afford. We being saying he's not mentally stable forever. He needs to definitely. Yeah. So all jokes aside, talking about how he done acted a donkey for 2 years. Felt like a lifetime. My gosh, felt like a lifetime. So all jokes aside, I want him to get the help and find himself, find love within himself, because that's something that he's never had. That's something. Get it together. That's something he's never had. Get it together and just be able to move on in peace and harmony. Peace, love, and hair grease. Like they say on a soul train, and just be able to move on with life and be accepting of what happened. So that's my message for him. Get some help, move on with life, connect with you, because once he connect with him, it's gonna fill a lot of the void that he still has. It's gonna fill a whole lot of void that he has. I truly feel sorry for him, but he won't listen. No, he won't. He won't listen. Now he does listen, because he listens, but will he apply? Let me say that he does listen to some of the stuff that we said. So please apply it this time. If you listen to this video, which you probably will, please apply what we're saying. That's all. That's all. I don't wish you no bad, no ill will. I want you to get it together. You know what I'm saying? But we all on this journey, and some of us mess up more than others. And it's a hurtful thing. It's a hurtful thing when you once had it all, and then you mess it up and trying to see how you're going to get back on track. And when a lot of us can see your path, that we see what you need to do, we see where you need to go, but you got to see what you need to do. You got to see where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? All we can do is give you the tools. You got to use them yourself. That's all. And Netta, stop cussing everybody out here. Please stop cussing everybody out, because we is Todd and Chow and y'all. The Netta stories, they gonna go on forever. I'm trying to tell you. I said, my God, every time I get on the internet, it is something new to report. And these videos be long as I don't know what, y'all. Here I be sitting there watching these videos. They be long here, long. So chat. This is the people who report on them 24/7. They got their work cut out for them, because I'm just doing it part time, and the work is cutting out. Okay, it is cut out. I got it cut out. It starts with him seeking out the help. He is going to be three hands full for any healer. Yeah, he's gonna definitely. Child, they gonna do what somebody else said. The therapist gonna need some therapy. The healer is gonna need some energy work. Okay, gonna need some private time to just reconnect and what you call it, unplug and focus on them for a certain amount of time to pull back their energy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Craig is taking Netta to. Oh, Craig is taking Netta. I seen that. I saw the episode where Craig went in. Do you hear me? Craig went in, but Craig, Craig was just doing what a lot of these other commentators be doing. They was talking about Netta, and they were pointing out the so obvious, the obvious. They were pointing it out. So I get why Netta was mad, but again, when you start to get that fame and stuff, it's gonna come along with it. People talk about you, they gonna go in on you, and they gonna point out they'll try to point out some on somebody that's perfect. Okay, you can be the most beautiful thing walking around, and somebody's still gonna find something to say. That's just a part of it. And yeah, Netta, I'm not saying that what Craig did is right or saying is right, but I like Craig too. Craig is very funny and very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, everybody was laughing in them comments. Okay, a lot of people was laughing. And again, over on TikTok, the way them people be going in, I was like, come on, Netta, the way they be clowning Netta in them comments, and Netta cuss everybody out, cusses everybody out. So yeah.
Yeah, it y'all. I'm not saying it's right, but Netta, stop cussing everybody out, and people won't be having so much to say about you. And Gabe too. My God, let's keep it real. Gabe, send me the invite. I seen it. I put that in the back in the end of the video, and I was wondering if anybody was gonna pick up on it because when I was watching Gabe, I said, "Oh no, you didn't." I said, "Oh no, you didn't, dude." I seen that indigo because I was like, Gabe, no, you didn't. Gabe is a handful too, y'all. Child. Gabe, no, you didn't. Because I seen it at the end of the video and that nobody picked up on it, indigo. Did nobody comment on it? I said, did nobody catch it? Am I the only one who caught that? So you caught that too, indigo? Yes. Yes, Gabe is a hot mess, y'all. But anyway, I mean, again, it's just news. People out there talking about it, so a lot of people gonna get on there and talk about it. But again, I wish Miss Netta and them the best, and Chawrls, quit being jealous of these women talking to Chawrls. I wish them the very best. I wish Craig and of course T.S. Madison. I love T.S. Madison, you all. And Sojourns. I wish him the best in his healthy healing journey. That's the best that I can, the best information that I could give him is, get on that healing journey and enjoy the journey and get on that path of getting back to who you are or finding out who you are. So, and then of course, continuing to keep our girl royalty, uplifted and to keep her, energy and frequency high by sending her those positive energy and positive vibes, all of that, those videos where we're lifting her up and talking about her successes, all of that. The energy is angry. That healer will need some work to do first before they start. Yeah, yeah, because that's gonna be a lot. He probably need a couple of healers working with him at one time. You know what I'm saying? Where they bounce back and forth, because he gonna wear the holy hell out of him. The hell out of them? Do you hear me? But yeah. So back to what I was saying, keeping royalty spirits high and keeping her, lifted up and just continuing to show our support. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that makes a big difference. When you got somebody in your corner that's looking out for you, that makes a world of difference. And that's what CJ doesn't have anymore. He doesn't have anybody in his corner looking out for him. And it shows, and we can all see that. But I'm sorry, this is what he brought on himself. You know what I'm saying? And my job and my goal is the woman empowerment and waking her up into helping her to get back into who she is, resonate this, whatever I'm saying, whatever piece resonates with her, to get her back into who she is, her goddess energy. That's my role. I'm gonna help the bros out, that want to be helped, you know what I'm saying, along the way. But again, that's where my energy lies at, is to helping the woman to get back into who her power is, walk in her power, walk in her self-confidence, walk in her self-love, and being happy with who she is, accepting who she is, and knowing that she's, has greatness inside of her. Point blank, period. Ain't nobody gonna never make me change that. Never. So anybody that can't understand and respect that, then you don't understand and respect yourself, because you should want the best for your woman, that woman, those women, all this point blank, period. So that's why I go hard like I go. That's all. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all rest of the evening. And again, happy 4th of July for the people who celebrate it. Mountain with that energy. Happy 4th of July for the people who celebrate the 4th of July for and be safe, because these fireworks is a beast out here, and be mindful and watchful, because you know how people be doing down in the hood. They be popping firecrackers and popping guns up in the air too, putting them out there and trying to make people think that they firecrackers. But we know the difference when we hear it. Okay, we know the difference when we hear it. So with that being said, be safe and enjoy you all's evening, and thank you all for your input, and thank you all for joining in on this conversation that is always much needed, which is keeping our spirituality first in the forefront of our thought, our spirituality. Again, nobody's telling you, if you still believe in Christianity, do you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But again, knowing who you are and where you came from and what you're capable of is the moral of the story. That is first and foremost important. Yes, peace and protection to all. Thank you. Peace and protection to all. Some of those entities were around when his mother was pregnant. Yes, peace and protection to all. And you all have a really great evening.